So here we're talking about the mean of a frequency distribution for a sample is estimated by x bar equals the sum over each class of the midpoint multiplied by the frequency, all divided by n. Okay, so this is, on your formula sheet, is probably going to be the sum of x times f over lowercase n here. That's maybe what it's going to say. So how do I get the midpoint? The midpoint is found by doing the lower limit plus the upper limit of the class, and then dividing by 2. It's the average of the limits of the class. Now this f here is just the frequency, how many are in each class, how many data points in each class, okay? And then the end here, this is the sum of all the frequencies, okay? Add up all f's, okay? So the sum of the frequencies, that's what n is always equal to, all right? So let's take a frequency distribution and we'll use this formula here. So I've got my frequencies and I'm going to do one with 6, one with 8, and then we'll do 5, and then go to 7, and then we'll do 6 again. Okay, so those are my frequencies. And so I'm listed 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and then 11. Those are my class boundaries. So in order to use this formula, I need the midpoints, okay? So the midpoints, I literally take the average of these here. And so what's in the middle? 2 is in the middle. What's in the middle? 4. What's in the middle? 6. What's in the middle? 7. I'm sorry, not 7. 8. If I average those two, 7 plus 9 divided by 2 gets me 8, right? And what's in the middle there? 10. So those are my x values. Okay, those are the values. Remember, this is the best we can do is we can estimate x bar, okay? Because we don't have the true data points, all we know is that there's 8 dots in here, right? So 8 dots in that range between 3 and 5, okay? So the best we can do is estimate it. So the best estimator of what's in here is the average 4, all right, that midpoint. So let's use the formula. So the formula says I take the midpoint. Okay, so the first one is 2. What goes with the 2? The frequency, how many are there? There's 6, okay? Plus the next one is 4. And how many are there? There's 8. Plus the next one is 6. And how many are there? There's 5. Then we have 8 multiplied by 7. And then last we have plus 10 times 6. Okay? So that adds up all the midpoints multiplied by the corresponding frequencies for each class. And then I divide by n, which is the sum of the frequencies. So how many frequencies are there? There's 6 plus 8 plus 5 plus 7 plus 6. So when I add all this up, I'm going to get 190 in the numerator and then 32 in the denominator. And this gets me 5.9375. Okay. If you're asked to round to 2 decimal places, 2 decimal, how do we round? 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, let it rest. So for 2 decimal places, I go next door, look at the score. 5 or more, raise the score. So that's 5.94. Okay. If it had been 4 or less, I'd let it rest at 5.93, but we raised the score to 5.94 for 2 decimal. This is round to the hundredths place. Okay.